Let me tell you about a girl named Shreya. She walks into a room full of people. She laughs when others laugh. She nods when someone speaks. She meets and greets everyone. On the outside, she looked normal, but inside, her mind was screaming. They think I'm boring. I shouldn't have said that. They're probably judging me now. Why the hell are you like this? Nothing happened. No one said anything. But in her mind, a whole story was created and she believed every word of it. That's called cognitive distortion. Cognitive distortions are irrational thinking patterns that convince you something is true even when it's not. And because of these distortions, we see the world in a very negative way. They increase anxiety, fuel overthinking, lower self esteem, damage relationships, and keep us stuck in fear. They feel real, but they are not facts, and most of us live our entire lives believing them. They slowly shape how we see ourselves, how we see others, and how we see the world. Why do we develop cognitive distortions? Your brain is designed for survival and it tries to protect you from potential threats, and that's why it constantly scans for rejection, failure, danger, and embarrassment. So it constantly looks for what could go wrong, what might hurt you, where you could be rejected. Over time, it starts assuming the worst just to keep you safe. But instead of protecting you, it makes you anxious and doubtful. A teacher once criticized you, I am not smart. A breakup happened, I am not lovable. You failed once, I will always fail. These beliefs get reinforced through your thinking patterns and slowly they become your identity. But they are learned patterns, and anything learned can be unlearned. Let's go through the most common cognitive distortions and see how they show up in everyday life. Mind reading. You assume you know what others are thinking. They did not reply, they must hate me. For example, you send a message, you see them come online and still no reply. Suddenly your thoughts spiral. Did I say something wrong? Are they ignoring me? But here's the truth, you are not a psychic, and most people are too busy thinking about themselves instead of analyzing you. Maybe they were busy, maybe they forgot, maybe something came up. You don't actually know what's going on in their mind. Your brain just filled in the blanks with the worst possible story. Overgeneralization. One bad experience becomes your entire identity. I failed this exam, I always fail. This relationship ended, love never works for me. One moment does not define your future. Your mind takes one data point and turns it into a life sentence. Catastrophizing. You jump to the worst case scenario. If I mess up this presentation, I will be fired. If I make one mistake, everything will collapse. Your mind turns a small problem into disaster, but 90% of what you fear never happens. Let's say you made a mistake during a presentation. You stumbled on one word. That night, you replayed it 50 times. Your brain says you embarrassed yourself. They will never respect you again. You ruined everything. But the truth is, most people forgot about it within minutes. Personalization. You blame yourself for things outside your control. They are upset, it must be my fault. They are distant, I did something wrong. My team did not do well because of my poor performance. But the fact is, not everything is about you. Your mind just makes you the center of the story that has nothing to do with you. Mental filtering. You ignore the positive and focus only on the negative. You receive 9 compliments, 1 criticism, and your brain fixates on the criticism. It deletes the good and highlights the bad. That's mental filtering. And it often looks like this in real life. Neha posts a piece of her writing online. People responded. That's beautiful. So relatable. You write so well. But there's one comment. I have read better. Just one and her mind locks onto it. Out of 20 comments, she focuses only on the negative one. She thinks maybe I'm not that good. I'm just average. Why did I even post this? And she starts doubting her writing skills. Fortune telling, jumping to conclusion. You predict failure before it happens. This won't work. They will not like me. I'll probably mess this up. And because you believe it, you act small, you hold back, you sabotage yourself. Your prediction becomes your reality. Disqualifying the positives, imposter syndrome. This is when you ignore or reject anything good about yourself. Even when something goes well, your mind finds a way to downplay it. They are just being nice. I just got lucky. Anyone could have done that. I don't actually deserve this. You achieved something you worked really hard for, but even in a moment of success, you feel like a fraud. It's like accepting all criticism as truth but rejecting all appreciation as fake. So, no matter what you achieve, it never feels enough. So, let's talk about how to break free. Now, the most important part, how do we stop believing these lies? Step 1 is awareness. You can't fix what you don't notice. Start observing your thoughts. Imagine your thoughts like notifications. Instead of opening every notification and reacting instantly, pause, observe. Oh, this is mind reading. Oh, this is catastrophizing. Label the distortion. Naming it reduces its power. Ask yourself, is this really true or am I just assuming the worst? Is this a fact or is my mind just making a story? What would I say to a friend in this situation? Once you start questioning your thoughts, you realize not everything you think is true. Next step is to replace it with a balanced thought. No fake positivity, no delusion, but balance. Instead of I always fail, try I did not succeed this time, I can improve. Instead of they hate me, try they might just be busy. Balanced thinking builds emotional stability. Lastly, practice self compassion. Many distortions are rooted in self criticism. Talk to yourself like someone you love because healing doesn't happen through punishment, it happens through understanding. And the truth is, cognitive distortions are normal, everyone has them. The goal is not to eliminate them, the goal is to question and stop blindly believing them. The loudest voice in your life shouldn't be your biggest critic, it should be your ally. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who overthinks and comment below which cognitive distortion do you struggle with the most. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Take care.